Hi, everybody, and welcome to Evolve Love. I am your host, Amanda, and I am so happy that you have found this podcast. Are you looking for daily inspiration, motivation, and wisdom to help you begin your day feeling supported and uplifted with love? Well, you have come to the right place. This podcast is a space of encouragement where you can be held in your self-development because in order to evolve, you need love, and it begins here with you. Now, let's get into today's episode. Hi, everybody. Happy Wednesday and welcome to Evolve Love. If you have been here for our Wednesday episodes, you know that Wednesdays I typically use an oracle card to guide the message of the episode. And that is because Wednesday is ruled by the planet Mercury, which is a very supportive energy for communication, conversation, writing, sharing of words, and sharing of ideas. And with this Wednesday, I want to continue with that. So we have a special card for today. And this whole episode really does feel pretty special for myself for a couple of reasons. This week, we have been talking about tuning out the noise so that we can listen within. And because of that, I decided to use the Intuitive Whispers deck by Maude Hirst. And this is a beautiful deck because there's different types of cards in it. There are cards where you take action. There are cards where you reflect. And today's card, I really think I pulled it for myself. And at first I wasn't going to share it because I thought, this is for you. Why would you share this as a message for everyone? But the more I was thinking about it, this message, I think, applies to so many of us. And when we are thinking about tuning in, this is what it all comes back to. So at the end of today's episode, I'm also going to be offering some journaling prompts for you because that is the action we tend to take in our Wednesday episodes where we think about these ideas and then we share our own thoughts about them in our writing, whether we choose to write in a notebook, whether we choose to write in our phones, or whether we choose to voice note or speak to a friend with these items. So today's card, what did I pick from the Intuitive Whispers deck? I picked the card, your mind, your body, your soul. And what is so interesting about this is I have actually been in the process of putting a class together that is so aligned with this. In the Wild Minds community that I am a part of, I do teach this class. I also have been working on different types of it to teach in my local community. And I'm building even more and more upon this concept of your mind, your body, and your soul. And for me, I really wanted to think on this and how it applied to this week because we're talking about getting quiet to tune in. And where are we tuning into? We're tuning into our own bodies, our own minds, our own souls. And we can get so caught up in all the things and thinking about all the things we need to be doing. All the books we need to read, all the podcasts we need to listen to, all the different items that we have in our daily routines that we have to get through, or even the journaling that we have to do. And if the journaling doesn't feel aligned for you today, just don't do it. Because what we are trying to do is find the best tools for us to be able to get into these places of us, into our minds, into our bodies, into our souls. And when it came up, it was just interesting because I had been thinking, and I have been thinking about this idea of this class that I have been really developing and putting together and what it is showing me. And I thought, like I said, I thought this card was just for me, but it really does come down to all of us because with this card, I also felt the idea, stop putting power outside of yourself. So when we rely on other books or ideas or even like trainings that we put into practice from courses that we take and things like that, it's beautiful and supportive to use these items and act on these inspirations. But if we have these items that are pulling us out of our power, that are pulling us out of our own thoughts and ideas because we feel we have to adapt or mold to a certain way of being and it doesn't feel right to us, but like this is the way we're supposed to do it, so we're going to do it this way, or, or whatnot, we really are getting out of our power. And the whole point of these tools is to put us into our power. So it's really important to practice discernment as well. What is working for you and what is not? And how much are you relying on outside sources to tap into these things that are yours, your mind, your body, your soul? When we rely on others to tap into this, we at times can disempower ourselves a little bit. And that's hard for me to say because I am a teacher. I am an educator. I teach people how to feel into their bodies every day. I guide dancers to think within their minds and to help their souls come alive with the meditations that I bring into my dance classrooms. So what is so hard for me is it's like this is what I do, right? That I am a figure that helps people to find these areas, their minds, their bodies, their souls. But I also want to encourage always that it's you. You are always the one. You are always the correct answer. And we can seek answers outside of ourselves to help guide us on our path. Like I said, it can be beautiful, it can be supportive, but don't let it pull you away from the voice that is within. If you feel intuitive nudges or things that are like pulling at you, that's happening for a reason. It's because your inner voice is trying to tell you something. So often we seek answers outside of ourselves, but the truth is always within. Even just using oracle cards too, like oracle can help us to pull out these messages that we so deeply need. So I really want to, in this final 3 days of this week here, I want to tap into these particular areas for ourselves. And if getting quiet is what helps you to get there, then I highly encourage it. Can you, for 3 more days of this week, tune out so that you can really listen into what's going on? So this week on our Wednesday journaling, our journaling is going to be these following prompts, and I'll put them in the show notes too, so that you can always refer back to them. But this week, while we're being present in our real life with our own real voices, the first prompt is, what is our mind telling us? What is our mind telling us? And for the next prompt, same idea, but we're going to replace mind for body. What is our body telling us? What is our body telling us? And the third prompt we're going to replace as well. What is our soul telling us? What is our soul telling us? And then lastly, I want you to think on this after you've journaled about your mind, your body, and soul. What are these places within you trying to tell you? What is your mind, body, and soul like? What is coming up? Is there a theme? Are they connecting in some way that you could find one general word that your whole system, your whole being is trying to let you know, is trying to clue you in on? And can you create one theme word around that? So in today, I hope that you feel more empowered to know that your mind is your own, your body is your own, your soul is your own, and no one is ever going to know the true depths of it other than you. So really getting comfortable within that, listening in and feeling what your innermost wisdom is trying to tell you. I hope that today's episode is supportive for you. I hope that it helps to inspire new thought and idea for how you approach and connect to your intuitive voice. And I want to thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate you more than I could ever say. Make sure that you are following me over on Instagram at _evolve_love. I'm going to put a picture of the card there so you can see that, because I know sometimes the visualization is very helpful as well. And I'm so looking forward to checking back in with you tomorrow for our expansion practice. Have a beautiful rest of your day.